Good afternoon, Turks and Caicos, and welcome to another edition of the Patriot Hour. And I have some very special guests in our midst today. And if you see me looking a little extra swanky, don't worry about that. I step up my game for the guests that I have in studio. So, I get my little tie on doing my thing. That's for the persons who are watching over on Facebook or Ustream. Right now, I'll just start from my left and let our guests introduce themselves.
My name is Rachel Harvey. I am the Public Relations Officer at the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College. Thanks for having us, Mr. Robinson.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here. I am Candice Malcolm. I am the chair of the Education Department and also the assistant to the Vice President.
Okay, what we have here is persons from the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College. So, yes, tell the listening public a little bit about the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College.
Well, the college started in 1994. That's many years ago. And we are currently located on 3 Success Way. That's right behind Edward Gartland Youth Center. And the college is open for everybody there's something there for everybody. We have short courses, we have certificate courses, we have degree courses, bachelor's. And so there's something for everyone that's there. We can customize courses. We'll go through it throughout the hour, but there's a little something there for everyone. Let me give you the information so that you will know how to find us. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/official TCICC. And for Twitter, it's TCICC_official. So you can check us out there. You can always log on to our Facebook page where we update, and you'll be able to see what's going on at the college. You can check to see what is happening, what we've been doing since we reopened in our new semester. So yeah, there's something for everyone at the college. And I'd like to invite persons to come down and see what we have, not only here in Providenciales, but also at our campus in Grand Turk.
Great. Do you want to add anything to that, Ms. Malcolm? Or
No, I think Rachel said it all.
Covered?
Yes.
All right, then. Let me throw this one at you. So what is the general direction that the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College is moving in right now?
Well, we're moving in the direction, it is our intention as a community college to become a university college in the near future. This means we're looking at a state-of-the-art or purpose-built campus for Provo. Mm-hmm. We're also looking at upgrading the facilities in Grand Turk. We have begun some work in that area. We're also looking at upgrading our equipment, continuing to upgrade our equipment for specific programs, upgrading faculty in terms of those persons that we are recruiting from this semester here going forward. We're looking for persons with doctoral degrees. We're also looking to upgrade our course outlines to reflect the 21st century that we're living in. We're continuing to align ourselves with other accredited universities. So we're doing quite a number of things to make sure that we're providing the demands of the community.
Just a follow-up, what is the difference between a university and a university college? Because I noticed you said university college.
No.
Like, what's the...
Ms. Malcolm, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Currently, we offer up to a bachelor's level. And in order to teach at a bachelor's level, our lecturers have master's degrees. Right. So when we upgrade to a university college, we need a doctoral degree so that we can teach up to a master's level and up to the doctoral level as well. So we're moving in the right direction. We have big plans.
I hear you.
Yes.
Now you mentioned, Ms. Harvey, you mentioned earlier about the various certification levels available. Can you basically take us from the not lowest but the shortest course? Accreditation you get person, certification you get person, to the longest one, and give about how many years it actually takes to get each particular one.
Okay, I will tell you about we have a number of programs, but we have, you asked me about the certification, what is needed. We have an associate degree, and you must have a minimum of 5 GC or CXC subjects, English A and mathematics at general level, grades 1, 2, or 3, or GC grades ABC. That is needed. Students without CXC or GC passes in English and mathematics must complete the college foundation course. So that means if a student is coming in and they don't have those subjects, the college has made provision so that they can do an upgrade. They can study and do what needs to be done. For the certificate programs, a minimum of 3 CXC or GCE at the same levels.
Just a quick one. Does that upgrade happen before they start their main course that they would like to do, like with the foundation courses? Do they have to do that, like say semester 1, and then start their proper program that they want to get in once they pass, or is that done simultaneously?
I do believe that it's done. They have to do the foundation math and English, and then they start to do like a couple of subjects in the area that they want to proceed in. But that is a requirement.
Okay.
So basically, if the CXC or the CSEC math and English, if they're not prerequisites for a particular course, then they can go ahead and pursue those courses. But as long as the English or the math is a prerequisite, then they can't enroll in it.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then we also have a
Continue.
category for mature students, those who are 21 years and older. They might have vast experience or relevant experience in a specific area, and they can complete prior learning assessment and recognition portfolio, or they would they'll come and we'll give them whatever it is they need. They'll bring the relevant documents that if they've attended courses and all of that, those things will be taken into account. And then for the bachelor's degree level, a minimum of an associate degree from the TCI Community College or another recognized institution, that is needed. So there you go.
So we're up to bachelor's now.
Yes, that's where we're at.
And all right, this for both of you all now. I'm a mature student. Well, given that it's 21, you're a mature student at TCI. I guess I'm old now by that standard. Say I'm a mature student, or a student just coming out of high school or whatever may be. Why should a person seek a degree or certification from the TCICC? Why should we go there? Tell me, why should I go there? Why should anyone go to the community college?
The community college is the premier institution of the Turks and Caicos Islands. We have, in the government institution, we have from the primary schools to secondary schools, and then you have the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College. I want to let everybody know that we are good enough. And persons might say, well, Rachel, why are you saying that? Because there seems to be some kind of feeling out there that the college, or I remember we talked with students, and we asked them to fill out a questionnaire, and one student said, well, the children go to college because their parents don't have a lot of money to send them overseas. Or some said, well, I have decided that I don't want to come to the community college, but there's good there. And one thing I want to highlight, the success stories, persons who have passed through the doors. When we had our orientation the other day, Dr. Jamell Harvey and Ms. Deliria Sims, they came in and they spoke about their journey. And Jamaica talked about being there and the trials that he went through, but he made it through. He got his foundation here, and then he moved on. And that is what we want to tell persons as well. If the area that you want to study is available at the college, most parents don't want their children to go at 17. Some parents don't want you to go at, maybe a little older. Yeah. So it gives the parents a peace of mind that your child is still able to further their education. They're gaining some maturity, and they get to have a taste of what college life is like. And then once they get accredited, once they get their associates, and if they want to go on, then they have that option to do so. But the college is there, and our numbers are 941-3210 in Providenciales and 946-1163. We are always available. My email address is prtcicc@gmail.com. You can always email me if you have any questions, and we'll try our best to assist and talk with you to see what it is you might want to do at the community college.
And for persons listening in over the radio or live, or just want to call in, the number to call in is 244 1789. That's 244-1789. You can ask Team TCICC questions while you have them in your midst, because there's it's a great institution and we should support everything local. But that's just me anyway. Side note. As a side note.
May I add something
Yeah,
to
sure.
that as well? Other than the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College being a local institution, it's quite affordable. It's affordable. You can earn an associate degree for belongers for as little as $1,000, a bachelor's degree for as little as $2,000 per semester. So it's more than affordable. Other than that, our programs are accredited. Okay, we are members of the Association of Caribbean Territory Institutions, which is ACTI. We are also members of the Caribbean Association of Quality Assurance in Education. We are members of, or we are accredited also by the Association of Higher Education Institutions. We're also accredited by the Joint Board of Teacher Education, as well as all of our bachelor's degrees that we offer. They're accredited by CCCJ, which is the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica. So we are an accredited institution, and we are continuing to align ourselves with regional and international universities and institutions. So there is no reason, no excuse why you should not come to the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College.
So basically what she's saying is just how Bahamians go to the College of the Bahamas, Jamaicans go to UTAC and UE in Jamaica, Mona campus, and the Trinidadians go to UE in Trinidad. You get the same degree, home fees, which is a great rate. Trust me, as a former international student, when you compare home rates versus the international student rates, completely different. Can you guys reiterate, because I think you mentioned it a little bit earlier about the entry requirements.
Okay, the entry requirements.
Right.
It's 5 CXCs, including English and math. If you're entering to do the, if you're entering into the college, if you don't have those, you'll have to do foundation English and math programs.
And may I add that it's for the associate degree?
For the associate degree, yes, ma'am. Thank you. And then for the certificate, the minimum of 3 GCE or CXE subjects, general 1, 2, 3, or GCE A, B, or C. And then we have the mature students who can add at 21. Then you'll show, in your area of interest, the experience that you have, and then we'll talk and get persons set up in that way. But I wanted to share the number of programs. Can I do that?
Oh, of course.
Okay, we have 2-year associate degree programs in these areas: automotive engineering technology, that's at the Grand Turk campus only. We have architectural design and building technology, both campuses. Business studies, computer studies at both campuses. Now, in the education arena, we have early childhood education at both campuses. We have secondary education, and there are a number of subjects that you can choose from, like English social studies, or math and computers, or music and English, math, social studies, all those things. That's available at both campuses. We have primary teacher education, and we also have secondary teacher education. So if anybody wants to become a teacher here in Turks and Caicos, come on down to the college, and we'll be able to get you signed up. I want to also remind persons that we are accepting applications up to the 29th of this month. So if persons are interested in attending the college, come on down. We also have computer in the engineering area. We have computer and electronic engineering technology at both campuses. Electrical engineering technology at both campuses. Environmental science at the Grand Turk campus. We live on islands, and we're surrounded by water, and it's important what's going on down there in the marine life and whatnot. So persons can come to the college and get an associate degree in environmental science. In general studies, this is Grand Turk only, with a concentration in 3 of the following areas. You have the sciences: math, biology, chemistry, physics, infotech. Then you have the humanities: economics, government and politics, law, sociology. Hospitality studies at both campuses. We have just introduced at our Grand Turk campus an associate degree in tourism studies. and a certificate in culinary studies. So we were in Grand Turk last week, spreading the word, letting people know. And those who are listening and watching, and you live in Grand Turk and you want to start, you're working in the hospitality industry, please go down to the college, call, get yourself enrolled to begin your program. We have marine biology in Grand Turk, paralegal studies in both campuses, public sector management, that's Grand Turk campus, social work, both campuses. I bet some of you are saying, what? All those things are offered at the college? Yes, all these things are offered. Then we have A levels. We have biology, chemistry, physics, infotech at both campuses, economics, math, communications, politics, and sociology. Then we have the 1-year certificates in business studies. That's at both campuses, hospitality studies, and construction, carpentry, and joinery. In order to run any of these courses, we have to have at least 5 persons or more, and then we'll be able to run these programs. And in collaboration with the University of the West Indies School of Continuing Studies, we have 2-year certificates in administrative corporate secretaryship, administrative professional secretaries, human resource management, school administration. And then we have the 2 to 4-year bachelor's program, Bachelor of Science in Primary. That's primary education, Mrs. Malcolm.
Yes.
Primary education, and then we have the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in both campuses, with concentration in accounting, finance and management, human resource management, marketing. And then we have the Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, and that's in the Provo campus only. Tourism Management and Entertainment, Hospitality Management, with a specialization in restaurant development. So I'd let when Mr. Taylor comes on, he'll tell us about the short courses that we're going to be starting in October. And so I'll leave that for him.
So you can pause on that.
Yes, I'll pause on that. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, that is a mouthful. So basically, just about anything you would want to do, you can do it at some level. At some level at the TCI Community College. Now, we're going to take a break shortly, but with one more question, I believe Mrs. Malcolm probably would tackle this one. Now, we've heard in the news about this new policy shift by the government in terms of students being able to go to the community college as long as you're under 40, I think, for free. And I just paraphrasing, I ain't got these specific details. That's why the details here. So, I sell it how I buy it. So can you go into the details on what this look like and how can persons access it and who can access this opportunity?
Well, I think Rachel has more information about that. And while she's talking about it, she'll also mention our pre-college or our academic upgrading program as well.
Okay, the bridging program that is now available. The Turks and Caicos Community College advises the public. We sent out a press release to remind persons or to advise persons that we are accepting applications to the college up to the end of September. So September 30 is the last day that we will be accepting applications. When you apply, these are the things that you need to bring: 2 passport pictures, birth certificate or your passport photo page, your CXCGC examination results, and students must request a transcript from their school. We also need proof of belonger status, right? So we need that as well. So the application fee is $50. When you apply to the college, once you get your acceptance letter, then you have to pay a registration fee, because you need to register. You need to be advised by whatever area you're going to be in. A lecturer will advise you, and then you can begin classes. Because there are some students who thought, okay, I have a scholarship, but they didn't realize they had to apply to the college as well. So they'll go through our process. So students without CXC or GCE passes are eligible to enter the college by way of the newly announced Bridge program.
So it's called the Bridge program. That's the
right.
name. I'm here, Bridge program. That's the under 40 freebie.
And so the offer includes all nationals of the Turks and Caicos Islands who have, and these are the criteria: graduated from high school in 2016, graduated from high school before 2016, and have not completed or are not enrolled in any post-secondary form of education, such as studies towards an associate degree or A levels or skills training. any adult over 25 who does not have post-secondary education and can matriculate to the college for any of its prescribed courses. Adults with skills who are not certified. That means if you've been practicing as an electrician for years, you know everything that needs to be done, but you don't have the certification, you can come to the college and get certified. Adults without any formal certification or skills, and nationals wanting to obtain an associate's or bachelor's degree. So those are the requirements if persons want to enter the college. And they would just come in, they'll sign up, they'll apply to the college, and then we will work with the ministry. But they'll come to the college. So if everybody who's listening, if you want to come and you fit into one of these categories, you're welcome.
Wasn't there something about an upgrading program? I know I paraphrased that you wanted Miss Harvey to talk about, like,
Or the academic upgrading program? Yes. We also offer an academic upgrading program for persons who may not have CXCs. So we're inviting everyone. We have a program for everyone. So those persons without any CXCs, they can enroll in our academic upgrading, which we also call pre-college. It lasts for a duration of 1 year. Basically, they just need to complete the application form, provide their passport, photos, proof of belonger status, and pretty much that's it. No qualifications needed, no CXCs needed. So we do have a program for everyone.
Okay, that's great. I think we have a caller. Caller, you on the air? Caller, you on the air? Is the caller still there? Okay, Ms. Malcolm, do you have anything you want to add before we... Hello? Okay. Do you have anything that you would want to add before we bring on Mr. Taylor and take a quick
yes, definitely. Break? I would also like to point out that each of our programs has some form of internship or on-the-job training. We think that this is vital in today's society. Our hospitality students, they go out for a period of some weeks, I guess, and then they do so throughout their 2 years, and it doesn't matter if they are enrolled in the associate or the bachelor's. Our teachers also, they go out each semester to get that on-the-job training, as well as our culinary students and our building and design technology students. We partner with local businesses, the private sector, to accommodate our students during the internship period, and we would like to say thank you to those persons who have worked with the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College in the past, and those who are continuing to work with us. Also, I would like to share with you that we do have a student guild. Our student guild, a student guild executive body, and they're basically responsible for bridging that gap or being the voice of our students. So they work along with administration to ensure that we're providing a conducive learning environment for them. And I must also advise the public that we have Back to College Fete. It's TCICC presents Fresh Vibes, Wear Something White on Thursday the 29th of September, the Provo campus. We're starting at 9 p.m. Our DJ would be DJ Colors. Admission is free. I'll say that again. Admission is free. Drinks will be on sale. And it's just an event to welcome our students back. We want them to feel a part of the college life. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Malcolm, for that. And we're going to take a quick break and listen to the tune Imagine a TCI. That was original by TCI Patriots. And if you want to have a great TCI like talking about it, this tune, you better go to the college, get your certification, get your associate's degree, get your bachelor's degree, partake in what is available right here.
As a man thinketh, so is he.
Just imagine that.
Imagine a TCI with a strong and growing middle class, where each household has at least one Turks and Caicos Islander in middle or senior management, or is a business owner.
Just imagine that.
Imagine a TCI where education is free for all Turks and Caicos Islanders up to tertiary level and is powered by the University of the Turks and Caicos.
Just imagine that!
Imagine a TCI where the public service takes its rightful place and leads in employment practices.
Imagine that! Just imagine that! Man, your belly! Hey! Imagine that! Just imagine that! Imagine!
Imagine a TCI where it is more important how we are governed and not who the actual government may be.
Just imagine that!
Imagine a TCI where character matters in choosing who represents us in Parliament and people don't get vexed for your acts.
Just imagine that!
Imagine a TCI that Jakes McCartney can be proud of, where he is no longer called our one and only national hero.
Imagine that! Just imagine that! Man, your belly! Hey! Imagine that! Just imagine that! Imagine!
Imagine a TCI with a fully internal self-government progressing towards independence, where all members of the House of Assembly work together for the betterment of the people rather than their party or special interest groups.
Just imagine that!
Imagine a TCI where Turks and Caicos Islanders are indeed first. First to be educated. First to have access to capital. First for career opportunities with upward mobility. First to put our shoulders to the wheel to face the tough challenges ahead.
Just imagine that!
Imagine a TCI where enlightened minds replace those of colonized minds to finally erase hundreds of years of colonialism, such that we all can succeed together through an abundance mentality.
Just imagine that!
Again, I say to you, as a man thinketh, so is he.
Imagine that! Just imagine that! Man, your belly! Hey! Imagine that! Just imagine that!
And good afternoon, Turks and Caicos, and we're back with the Patriot Hour, and we've just added a new guest, and I'll allow him to introduce himself, and we'll continue talking to Team Turks and Caicos Islands Community College.
Good afternoon, Turks and Caicos. My name is Jeddrick Taylor. I am a lecturer in culinary arts and hospitality studies here at TCICC.
Okay, since you just reached, let me ask you the first question. So what is offered in the hospitality industry courses that's available? Tell us a little bit about hospitality.
Well, in the hospitality department at the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College, we have a number of programs. First of all, if you do not meet the requirements to join the associate degree programs, you would then be matriculated into the Certificate in Hospitality Management program. Okay, that is like a primer for the associate's degree programs, because the associate's degree programs are more in depth and they carry a more heavier course load. Okay, so you have the certificate programs, and once you finish with that, you can then go into the associate's degree program in culinary arts, or you can go into the associate's degree in hospitality and tourism management. Now, with the associate's degree program, you can either major in tourism management or food and beverage management. Okay, and once you've done those, of course, the culinary arts associate's degree program is a straight 2-year program. Once you have the associate degree programs, then you go into the bachelor's degree programs, bachelor's of science in hospitality and tourism management. Okay, and you can specialize in those in that program itself in food and beverage management, and then again tourism management.
Okay, so I understand there's also some short courses that's being offered as well.
Yes.
Tell us about those new short courses. How short is short anyway?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. All right.
6 weeks course. The 6 weeks short courses, they normally happen, they take place during the evening sessions. So it will be 2 hours in the evening. It's say about 4 hours a week. Okay, and the courses that we offer, you have mixology for those who are interested in bartending, or just to, you want to learn to make some new drinks, or as an interest course, the mixology, where you learn to make new drinks. The common ones, caipirinha, the salty dog, just to name a few. Okay. And then you have cake decorating. That course, the way we were looking to have the course design is where you learn to bake a cake from scratch. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh my goodness, I can't bake." In that, the baking portion of that course, you focus on properly measuring your ingredients. Learning about the correct temperatures you should use for when you're making specific types of cakes, and scaling your ingredients, because if you want your cakes to have a certain height, be of the same height and other factors, you should scale your ingredients, and that means you weighing your ingredients in each of the pans. And then you will learn how to make your buttercreams from scratch. It's not the common powdered sugar with butter, yada yada. No.
You mean it's not
what's
out of a little
a little
bucket?
tube, eh? You gotta scoop it up.
From scratch.
No. And listen, as I said, my HOD always laughs at me, because I would always say I'm not doing anything out of the bucket or any. No.
Out of the.
You're gonna make.
Yeah.
I would focus on 4 types of. I have to say 5, because I'm gonna look at the Italian meringue buttercream, the Swiss meringue buttercream. We're gonna look at the cream cheese. We're gonna look at chocolate buttercream, and we're gonna look at the. Sorry, it is actually 4 buttercreams. You're gonna learn the difference, and as I said, everything is gonna be made from scratch.
So for us regular folks, it's just icing, right?
No, don't say it's just icing.
No, if
No.
that's icing.
No, not
When you say
icing.
the cream cheese, I was like, oh, that's the cream cheese red white icing topping.
Yes, you do something
or is
with
it
it,
a
but
topping then? What do you use buttercream for?
buttercream is, you can use it to ice cake. The thing about the buttercreams is that because they are made in such a way, they're not sweet like that. They're not really sweet. They can hold flavor really well, so you can flavor them with just about any flavoring you want, alcohol or yada yada yada.
Okay.
And once you've done the buttercreams, then you're gonna put your cake together yourself. You will then move on to a more advanced techniques like making gum paste, whereas you have to make your gum paste from scratch, and then you make your flowers. Once you've made the flowers, you have to go ahead and dust them, and then you assemble the cake together. All right, so that's the cake decorating. Then you have international cuisine. International cuisine focuses on cuisine, of course, that is different from Turks and Caicos, and it will not be Caribbean cuisine, simply because just about every day you would find peas and rice or something that will be related to the Caribbean region. Now, courses that we will look at French cuisine. We're gonna look at Italian cuisine, and then possibly look at Spanish cuisine. But it's gonna be different cuisines, not related to the American cuisine or the West Indian cuisine or the Caribbean region. Okay. Then you have wine tasting. Surprisingly, you find a lot of people, they like the wine, but then you ask them, okay, describe this wine. Does it have legs? What about the body? Yes.
That's just wine,
or
right?
bitter?
Yeah.
See, some people say
or
all I
bitter.
taste is
That's
alcohol.
alright.
What notes do you get from the wine? Is it a floral note? Is it a fruity note? Or, so all of these things you'll be taught when you take the wine tasting course, as well as sampling with foods as well.
Question:
Yes.
what can you do with a wine tasting course? Like, how does that help you? I guess better. So, like, once you are expert wine taster,
Mm-hmm.
that translate into what? Like,
Well, for some people,
Who needs that?
they could take it further by getting you could become a sommelier by further study.
okay.
When you're in a social setting, or you go somewhere and they said, okay, can someone suggest a bottle of wine? You look at what you're eating and you would say, okay, how about you have this? You're at a dinner party or you're planning a menu. For instance, you get a steak and you want a type of wine. Generally, a steak goes with a nice red wine. Okay, so knowing the type of foods and how to pair them with wine, it's it's a really good thing to know.
Okay.
All right.
Before you continue, is this a part of the under 40 stuff?
No,
still?
this is for everybody. Well, I think.
No,
you
I
have-
mean to qualify for this. 'cause,
No,
you know,
no,
I'm
I
still
mean-
under 40, so if I want to be a wine taster.
No, you can do that. That's for
free, that's
anybody.
possible.
I don't know
No, I
if,
mean,
if you're
with
17, if
the
you're a
bridging
minor.
program. No, the bridging program.
No,
were
you
talking
see,
about
these
earlier.
are the short
I'm trying to see if that applies in this instance.
See that, Mr. Robinson, some people might say, I need to get my feet wet. They can
Right.
come in with a 6-week course and try to
Right.
say, oh, I can do this thing. And then they might say, okay, let me go do a certificate or let me go into the associate.
that's what I'm
So
asking.
yes, you can come in and get your feet wet, get your wine tasting on.
Continue. Sorry.
Yeah,
What is
go
the
ahead.
cost for these 6 weeks? What is the cost for this 6-week course?
It's $500 each course.
Okay.
Yes.
Continue.
Okay. Then from there you have English as a second language. It will assist those who do not speak English to be able to grasp the major concepts of speaking English. You learn, oral. You do oral. Develop your oral skills in English as well as your writing skills. Okay, and then customer service, very important. Okay, team building and public speaking. Team building has to do with helping you to work cohesively as a team, and of course, public speaking. Not everyone can get up and speak in public.
Yes.
So those are courses designed to help someone to better themselves.
Okay.
All right.
And what we also want to let the public know that the businesses out there who may have, if you have employees and you want a course designed specifically for the needs of your business, we do that too at the college. So you can come, let us know, these are our needs. This is what I require from my employees, and then we will craft a program that's suited for that.
Okay. Now, I know two questions for you, Jeddrick, or Mr. Taylor, sorry. Actually, maybe 3. Which courses do you lecture? And start with that. I'll think of the other questions in the meantime. Which courses do you lecture?
Well, I've actually done quite most of my courses would be the technical courses. So I would like this semester I'm lecturing in baking. I have a baking lab, baking theory. I'm also doing professional cooking 1, which is pretty much an introduction to professional cooking, and I'm doing a course called food theory. This basically introduces you to the ingredients. It gets you familiarized with a lot of the ingredients that you'll be using during your courses.
Okay. Now, there was a restaurant launched on the community college campus some time ago.
Yes.
Like, how does that function as a part of the college, and you all selling to the students? Like, how is that incorporated into the overall goals of the college?
Well, it's pretty much okay. A lot of hospitality schools, I know that I was fortunate enough to attend Johnson & Wales University, and hospitality schools, they tend to have a hotel or a restaurant, and the reason for this is students should have constant practice. Okay, and having a restaurant on site, it helps the culinary students to, number one, better their skills, display their skills, and you can, as an instructor, you're able to critique their skills, and see where they need to, advise them where they need to improve. So having that restaurant there, we've done a few functions already, and we're looking to get some more. We're actually going to be having a British afternoon tea, which is something I absolutely love, having spent a number of years in the UK and see how it is done. So that is one of the functions we're having on, and in the future we're going to be opening for lunch and dinner. We've done the breakfast as well.
So you're doing the breakfast continually, or?
We're thinking of rotating it. Details have not really been finalized as yet, but once that is done, of course, we'll be letting the public know what's going on.
All right. Ms. Harvey, can you tell us a bit about the technical department?
Yes, Mr. Robinson, I want to remind everyone to check out our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/official TCICC, and go through the videos that we have there. You will see our students in action. They have to present, and as Ms. Malcolm said, in every one of these courses, there is an element where they have to give a presentation. For the building and design students, they have to build a house, like a home for a client. So they'll listen to the client's needs, and they'll do that. In the technical area, we have the associate's degree in architectural building and design technology. And the course outline goes through the things that the students would go through: college algebra, introduction to academic writing, and then technical mathematics, methods of construction, all of those things. So we'll have these brochures available at the college, so persons can have an idea when they say, I want to do something, they could see what the course entails. And then we have the associate degree in computer and electronics engineering, and both of those are at both campuses. The building and design, architectural building and design, and the computer electronics. Also, we have an associate degree in computer studies, and that is at the at both campuses as well. And we have associate degree in electrical engineering, and associate degree in automotive technology. That is in Grand Turk at the moment, where persons can attend. And we have the certificate in electrical engineering. Now, I want to remind persons that we need to have a number of students. We can't run a course with one student. We want to have at least, 5 or so students, 5 or more, for us to run a course. And there's something I want to remind everyone. If you're on a government scholarship, or if you're paying for yourself when you're attending the college, and if you fail any of your subjects, you have to bear the cost to repeat that course. So persons who may be on government scholarships, I know it's the beginning of the year, we're going to hope that all our students pass with flying colors. But if any student fails a course, they have to pay the $360 to do repeat. So they'll have to do the course over. So I'm hoping that all students would, just be diligent in what they're doing, and make sure that, they stay on top of the ball in their studies.
Yeah, so anybody, we're winding down. We have our last about 8 minutes left on the show. And if you want to call to speak to one of our guests from the Turks and Caicos Islands Community College, the number to call is 244-1789, 244-1789.
Mr. Robinson, I think everybody's like soaking in all this information.
Yeah, I know.
They
Somebody,
just
whoever would have
can't
called,
believe
ain't even called back, so they must be we probably answer their questions. So that's a good thing. So tell us a little bit about the business department, which I guess historically a lot of people would have partaken in. So we shouldn't have a problem with entrepreneurs giving them money.
Right. We have a number of students who are in the business department. We have the associate degree in business studies.
Right.
We have a higher certificate in business. We have a certificate in business. We have a bachelor's of science in business administration. And currently we have concentrations in HR management and finance and management. Those are, or accounting. We have students who are in those areas. And those are the areas, we always have a lot of students who would come in to get a business degree.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, what can you describe the type of person that would be best suited for the hospitality industry, i.e. coming through as a student and evolving into someone to be in the hospitality industry? And you can describe the type of student in general that you would like to have at the community college.
Okay, you have to be a people's person. It is very important because you will be, as it is hospitality, you're interacting with a lot of customers, you're dealing with people from all over the world. So you have to be a people's person. You have to be able to speak properly. You have to be able to, let's say, evolve, because you're going to meet so many people from different cultures. You have to be able to adapt to and understand their needs. Okay, and you gotta have some patience, because I'm gonna tell you, you will meet some people who will definitely test your patience. No word of lie. You will meet some people who will, test your patience. So you gotta be patient, and as I said, continuously evolving.
Well,
General person.
Well, anybody who's listening here, there are students who may be coming from high school and they might be shy. They might not know what it is to expect, what to expect. I have the opportunity to speak with students like 3rd to 5th formers, and what we do, we tell those students, we give them a little a little taste of what it's like to be at the college. We have someone from the student guild to tell them, hey, it's not only being in the classroom, it's being out as well. It's enjoying the student guild activities. It's doing the internship. It's the camaraderie between students. So you see, the student that is listening, the person that is listening, may be the perfect student to come to the college, because you may have a mature student. You may have somebody who's been in a job and they're just tired. They're sick and tired. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they're probably saying, well, what can I do? I have children in school. I have a mortgage to pay. You can come to the college. You can learn a new skill. You can come to the cake decorating short course. And then you could, maybe have a business. Make sure everything, all your I's dotted and your T's crossed before you go start selling. But you could start a business. Bring in a couple of dollars to assist you, and then your business might be profitable, and you might say, well, I could leave my day job because I can do something different. But you see, so people who may want to retool, people who may want to get into another area, or I thought about people who just want to have a girls' night or a guys' night. I'm lobbying for a short course, the perfect breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the bachelors out there. But some might say, well, Rachel, the man could cook better than the woman. So it might be for anybody who wants to learn, the bachelorettes, who want to learn how to, do the perfect breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So whatever it is, and then we want to hear from the public as well. Again, my email is PR, like public relations, TCICC@gmail.com. You could email me, ask me any questions with regards to the school. And if there's an area that you haven't heard and you're interested in, you let us know. And once we get the number of persons, we'll be able to offer the course. Even if we have to bring persons in, we'll be able to offer the course. That's what I've been told. So just let us know what your interest is. The college is a community college. It's here to serve the community. So we want that feedback, that back and forth, interaction.
Before I give you guys a chance to give your final words, I just like to piggyback on that retooling thing you touched on. I think particularly during the last, our bust period, I think that would have been a perfect time for a lot of persons to retool. Let's say if you were in the construction industry over the last 6 years or so, after things kind of went south. If you had retooled, you would have been in a position to actually continue to work, because the tourism industry kept on moving while the construction industry was down. And particularly given that our economy kind of cyclical in terms of tourism got a season, construction might have a season, this thing over here got a season. I think the TCI Community College is the perfect place to be like, all right, well, it's better to be a jack of all trades and eating than a master of one, and then you ain't got no work. You know what I mean? So I think the TCI Community College is one of the place you can actually retool, or just get additional tools in your box, and when you need to use them, you use them. If you don't have to go because your main industry is booming and continues to boom, then that's fine. But it's always good to have something in your back pocket that you can, reach into to basically continue to provide for your family. Last question for you, and then I'll allow you guys to give your closing remarks. Do you have any other PI initiatives coming up to let people know about the bridging program, let them know about all the great things the community college is doing and what is available for them? And what's next?
We have a lot of things that are coming up for the college. I'm going to try and see how I can do more of this. The college does have a program that we do each week on a Saturday. But I want to get thank you so very much for allowing us to come on to let the public know this is what is happening. This is what we're doing at the college. Last year, March that's just passed, and this coming March will be College Month. So that's when we'll have a large concentration on what is happening at the college. But we're going to continue using social media. A lot of people use social media. We're going to do the traditional route because some people listen to the radio. Some people look at the newspapers. We had our courses there, and we are going to go to the schools. We've begun that. We've spoken to students. We're going to go there as well to have an idea of what they'd like to do as they come in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th forms, and to let them know what is available at the college. Because even though we talk about the college, we're on radio, there are some persons who still don't know. So this program hopefully will have, as some people say, millions and millions of people out there who will hear about it and who will spread the word to see what's happening at the college.
I can guarantee hundreds and hundreds.
Hundreds and hundreds. Well, that's good too.
Maybe even thousands, but not the millions.
You got to dream big.
We ain't that good. So final word, Mr. Taylor, that Ms. Harvey.
Come on down. It is a premier tertiary institution in beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands, and I would advise everyone to take advantage of it. You know, there's always something that you can learn. You never stop learning until the day you die. So I would advise and encourage everyone, come down to the community college and sign up for a course or something. You know, make yourself more marketable. You know, grow.
Yes.
Always. It will enable you to grow. So come on down.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson, for having us here today. I want to speak with those who are listening, and never to all. I want to encourage you. If you've been thinking about it, you've been saying, I am just tired. I don't know what it is I want to do. There is something at the college. You have to come and check it out. When we have our open days, come and see what the students are doing. We're going to post it on Facebook, but it's nice to see people coming through, asking the questions, and I'm hoping that my email box will be flooded with requests and inquiries that people would ask.
Your email again.
Huh?
Give her your email again.
PRTCICC@gmail.com. That comes directly to me. And if you have any questions on what we've been talking about, any questions on things that you haven't heard us talking about, you'd like to hear us talking about, let us know. It is our community college. And I always say, invest in you. Whatever it is. $500. That might be a lot. It might be a sacrifice, but at the end of the day, you'll be certified. I heard, and I'll close with this. I heard a story where there was this gentleman working as a bartender. He knew everything, but he didn't have a piece of paper, and that stopped him from getting a raise. So he could come to the 6-week course at the community college, get his paper with what he already knows, and then learn a little more, and then get your raise. If you want to move forward, and we'll be introducing the CVQs, the technical area as well, because not everybody might want to do the associates and different things. So we'll tell you more about that as time progresses. But there is something here for you at the college. Please come on down. As Mr. Taylor says, we welcome you.
Well, thank you, Miss Harvey and Mr. Taylor, and also Mrs. Malcolm from earlier. Thanks for coming on the Patriot Hour, and see you guys next week. Have a good evening and weekend.